Everything should be working. Yeah, okay.
Skipping around like that spot.
Hmm.
Yes, no reason to just be standing around in one place.
Yeah, it's a really good idea.
Yeah, it's always good to stretch the legs at least.
Finally! Gang, it's so good to see you!
This whole time. Goodness. What was the term I remembered hearing? The fourth dimension is...
I don't know what happened when I loaded, but there's definitely something going on. Know what?
Oh, hello, Mark.
What's up? What's up? What's everyone out here?
Not much, you know. I mean, everybody's staring at the, the potential invasion point, It's all good.
What?
That's alright. I mean, that's what I imagine it is. The vex's gotten a proper
up?
foothold. Yeah.
Someone asked me specifically for someone that knew things about magic. I sent them to the Wicarium's way to talk to you. So if you see some random fuck who just somehow knows your name, I send them in your direction.
Is this a new chassis?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. I'm like, I figured out it was, but I'm like...
It's the last drone that I have, but it's my Mark 10, yeah.
Okay.
The ones I use the most are the Mark II, which is like this punky, colorful one, then Mark IV, which looks more militaristic, and then you have this one, which is the Mark 10.
I can only imagine what it's like having, multiple bodies.
Well, I treat them like clothes in a closet. This is a drone that I remotely pilot when I don't want to go somewhere because it's too fucking dangerous for me to go up in person.
Yeah, fair enough.
Change another timeline or a universe that is similar to theirs. That's
I'm sorry that happened.
I lost...
I'm sorry to hear.
Oh! I have your thingy. Thanks.
Also, I got the thing you wanted. I forgot what it's called. Fluid, whatever.
Ooh. Thank you. Yes, cerebral spine fluid. Shockingly, you have to, like, specify with butchers that you want this stuff, otherwise people just get rid of it. So thank you.
If you ever need more, tell me and I can get it on board the ship. But
Yeah, pretty much anyone who butchers animals gets it. They just don't keep it normally, so you gotta ask for it specifically.
That was a gallon bag. I'm not sure how much you use. But...
No, this'll be for a while. Usually I only really need it once I get injured, because I don't heal properly without it.
Alright. Also, I know that I know you gave me back the healing room, but I had one of the room masters make it a personal one.
Oh! Really? You're just giving me this?
if you'd ever get hurt, if you have any form of mana, channel the mana into your finger and tap the middle of the rune. Once it starts glowing green, it'll start the healing process.
Normally I don't use my own mana, but I know how to figure this kind of thing out. I mess with things so that way I don't have to use my own.
In the event you don't know how, anybody with mana can activate. Just have them touch the middle of the stone.
Don't worry, I'll figure it out.
March. Meet time.
Yeah, I have to get going to a meeting, but I appreciate it. Glad I ran into you. I was about to head out and be in a meeting for a while, so.
Did you want a drink before you go?
I don't have time, unfortunately, but I'll rain check that. I'll pick you up on that some other time.
Somebody test it?
Hey.
He said he was supposed to.
Hi.
I think, didn't we agree on 2 hours into the gates?
Is it really a good idea to be having a meeting about these people right next to a place where they're staying?
I can make this a safe place.
Okay.
And currently, it's the only place that's not in the walls that you can occupy.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So.
If it comes down to it and this doesn't work out, we have other options. Just let me know. Nathiel? Nathiel! He heard my voice among all the others.
What?
Mozzarella sticks.
Yeah!
But he can't have bread!
Oh shit.
Mine!
Well, you know what happens if you eat bread, so that's a problem you are making for yourself. You're a grown-ass man who can make your own bad decisions. No, let him!
Marge,
He will shit himself later, yes?
I have something after this meeting I'd like to ask you and speak to you about after this meeting.
No, I do not like lamps, particularly because I look like a moth.
It is not... It is not...
Oh, okay. I get asked that a lot. Yeah, sure.
No. You know, I will say, for someone that's in their 50s, I've managed to keep myself in relatively good shape.
Yeah.
But you have been for how many goddamn surgeries that have probably altered that?
I know what happens if you put brasso into the gastric tract of a bird.
A bat got in here.
Alright,
I get what you mean.
I'm gonna wait with getting...
Are you waiting for me to sit so you can just hog my lap the whole time? Okay.
I'm waiting for Mitrex to arrive, and I'm waiting for Mori to arrive, because as far as I'm aware, those two have a lot of information. And I sure as hell don't hope that Mori is somewhere in
Ethan has a
fucking
ton of
Europa.
info.
Sorry.
Yeah, Ethan's already here, so I don't have to mention his name for the people that...
Wait, whoa. What do you mean Europa?
Didn't you see that fucking message?
There's a rat bat in the building.
Busy.
What's it gonna do, snitch on us?
Europa.
No, it's in the building. It's dirty. Get it out.
Where?
Oh, it just barged out for the front door.
Oh dear lord. Oh, that was very bad almost. Could you do us a favor and look on the top of the roof to make sure nobody's around?
Sure.
Just for like a minute, and then you come right back.
Can you open up the door, Asmo?
Yeah, I can open up the door. Yep, here.
I'm not gonna lie, seeing the old base pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah, no.
We'll get it back.
It's not even that I want it back, I just don't want them to have it.
We'll get the spot back, get it clear, but make a new base because.
Oh, I don't think the Valentis have any reason to stay here with other people knowing it's us. With... What? Oh yeah, he's with me! He wants to help. He owes me a favor.
Where whomst?
This is the guy that I, stuck a soul in a body for him. Long story short.
Yeah, you did do that.
He was actually, you were able to help me with a problem that he had, so he was willing to basically be my first test subject for the process. And he wants to help out.
It worked.
Yep.
Nice meeting you.
Howdy. You can call me, Freebird, but, I'm trying to, get a better name at the DMV.
Ain't that a song?
Yeah, I know, I found out recently.
Okay.
If you hang with us long enough, you'll get a nickname.
Well, considering Freebird was performed by Leonard Skinner, so yeah.
Leonard.
Yeah, true.
I'm trying to get it sorted at the DMV, but, it's...
Look, he's willing to help, and I'll take it.
I mean, I owe you, and, I mean, well, you've been friendly enough, so I'd like to call you a friend, I mean...
Well, I'm only friendly until you give me a reason not to be, and then I'm the scariest thing you'll meet. Oh, can someone get the door?
If you want, I can get Liz involved on this.
Is Liz here?
She... on call.
Yeah, she's a Valenti. Bring her in.
Alright, yeah.
I didn't see anyone, and I'm not a crow.
Thank you, Nathan.
Oh, a raven.
This is my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Nathiel, this is Freebird. Friend of mine.
Doesn't look too free to me.
Oh, 1 second.
He is free.
I know Liberty can't be here. I know.
That's true.
Tiberius is gonna be here. I know Toronto is gonna be here.
We may have another Valenti showing up.
Yeah, I know Snowscale's supposed to be here.
Liz.
Liberty's gonna be like kind of hanging in my eyes.
Snowscale's
so, I mean,
probably
she
having
won't
a-
be able to answer, but she'll be able to see this.
I think Snowscale's having a flux issue, so...
Oh yeah, so I brought one of the crystals that are in their chest. I got one from one of them. I was able to get one fully intact, so I brought it in case it helps with anything.
Yeah.
No idea if it does.
To be very honest with you guys, I don't know who else is supposed to be here because I put a couple of people in the comms, and then other people put other people in the comms, and I have no clue who they are.
I think a lot of the people who aren't here yet, is there anyone with crucial data that we still need to wait on? Because that's probably the most important thing. As long as the people who can disperse information. Yeah, because some people here are more just here to get information.
Is Cupcake invited in this?
Oh.
No,
Damn.
Veda.
Aita, you're a busy man.
Yeah, I am a busy guy. Constantly.
I mean,
Man, you wanted to...
I was very clear with what I wanted.
If on the way here, a dwarf asked me for a drink, so...
Very involved with this, and keep it.
I'm learning Dwarven, by the way.
Want to be involved? So,
What?
I'm learning Dwarven.
Oh, I'm learning how to speak Elixir.
Ooh, nice. I think you might be very fascinated by Dwarven runes, because they actually have a lot of similarities to Norse. You might have an easy time
Understand the
comparing.
The dwarves... never mind. Yeah. you know already.
Outside that Cupcake's trying to deal with. But I was getting your attention.
I will come and help.
Oh, well, since we're still waiting, Freebird, is there anyone that you aren't super familiar with here? Any introductions to be made?
can't say I'm super familiar with most people here, but I
Mm.
mean, it's a pleasure to meet you all.
Hi, Amari.
Well,
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Stop holding people ransom.
Well, around here, I'm not really the magical, helpful barkeep. I am Marge, leader of the Valentes. Master in bitchcraft.
You should start rinsing whenever
So,
I mean,
this is like
I'm just gonna
a
come
family thing,
I don't know.
a gang thing.
You should be here.
It's a mixture of things. The person who was taken, who goes by Bucky, he is a Valenti. However, he has lots of friends. He's someone that is a lot of people care about. So when he got taken, it wasn't just us who got involved, but as you can see, multiple others. Not to mention, the Vex have taken other people before, and they are proving a long-term problem for more than just a few people. They actually, just around the corner, as you saw the cordoned-off area, that used to be a base of ours that they took over. We don't really want it back. Too many people are snooping in the area, and we just don't want them to have it, particularly. Well, I don't.
Either way, you're here.
The other Valentes here will be him. Bill's the fellow here, and some others may be joining us. The others are friends of Bucky's and co.
Yeah.
And this is my
the
boyfriend.
muscle for the Valentes, by the way.
Pardon?
I'm more of a musclehead for the Valentes.
Mm-hmm. Tough as brick.
As I can.
I'm just here to help. I mean, if this Bucky guy's important to you, then I'll do
He is.
everything I can to help.
He's very, very important.
appreciated.
He's a fairly decent reason why most of these people are alive.
He's a damn good engineer. He's built armor, weapons, cybernetics. He's helped a lot of us out.
He didn't do my cybernetics. My friend from Canada did mine.
Yeah.
But he's a good friend of mine, so.
Well,
He did my armor.
I'm here to help.
Mm-hmm.
Best I can.
Later, yes, of course.
Well, if we get shot at, hide behind me. I got my shield and that. I don't think it'll do much against space age technology, though, but hopefully it does something.
The Vex got everything from...
I'm not gonna use you as a human shield unless...
That's my job.
I'll use your shield. Shield is what I'm...
Oh, and that's another Valenti right there.
Oh.
Sup, Liz? This is Freebird. He wanted to help out with Bucky. I helped him out, so... He decided this is the favor that he wants to help out with. I'm gonna warn you now, the more you get involved with me, the more you go down a crazy bunch of rabbit holes.
I still remember that one place we went to.
I'm fine with that.
There's a lot of places we've been that have been pretty crazy.
With those little tiny beans.
My poor attempt at humor.
Which ones?
The ones knee high in the
The little crystal people? Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Dodge.
I am dumb. Wait, did Boss already introduce me?
Well, I'm not giving people's names because some people are more hesitant about names than others. So, Liz, you can sit next to me if you want.
Do you want to introduce yourself to half the
Do
people?
you know why Norse runes and Dwarven runes are very similar?
I mean, there's history there. They're from very similar...
Because most dwarves are from Niflheim.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. It depends on, I think, a couple different ideas of where dwarves stem.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's the rat. It's Cupcake and the rat.
Cupcake's annihilating the rat with a fucking shotgun on the side.
Yeah, well, that rat is crispy now.
Crispy.
Crispy. But yeah, the dwarf gave me a healing rune to help after I got shot the other day, and then I was asking questions about the different... It was back during the Vex stuff, when they took the base. And you know how I have a hard time healing nowadays, so...
I now have to re-sanitize sanitize this whole area. So, probably going upstairs is probably a good idea. That's okay. I'll get it.
Is everyone moving upwards?
I'll get it.
Baruch Kazad.
I gotta get up. Time to hold gentle like hamburger.
So, heading upstairs is a bit more comfortable. Feel free.
Just are red. One of us chose to be red. He's at the gate. He's so close.
Alright, come on in.
I mean, I'm naturally redhead. It's one of the most important of things. The hardest part.
Ooh.
I don't know where I'm going.
He's right now.
That looks so you know what? Hang on. Toss into pillows.
When you were meant to. Remember when you were tall?
Floof.
I had to be here, so the doors are open for you all to get out.
You look so cozy and nested.
Drone is following him. I don't think he knows it's me. We really look like the actual fuck am I seeing?
Technically, depending on who you ask, my hair is red.
Purple guy, are you talking about Asmo? Tall, hulking Asmo. Hang on, is it? That is Ethan, the one with the horns. That is Powder's boyfriend. Powerful papermancer.
It's the color of my hair.
Met him a long time ago. It's just a bit uncanny.
He is a very powerful person, and I believe that's Mithrax.
Yes.
I haven't met him personally, I've only heard that.
Like someone who used to be in charge of me, massive dickhead. It was just a bit of a whiplash is all.
Oh, he's a dickhead, but like parentheses, non-derogatory. Kind of like how I call myself a bitch, but like, sometimes not derogatory, like that. He's a shithead, but like, as in like, he bought, huh? Yes. Sometimes I'm a bitch, and sometimes I'm that bitch, depending on who you are. He, yeah, don't sit on him. Don't sit on him, please. Oh, hey. Don't sit on my boyfriend.
Oh, fuck. Yep. Fuck.
Oh, we gotta fit Mithrax up here.
Yeah, how is he gonna fit up the stairs?
Alright, I'll sit over there.
You got that? Okay, he can fit. Yeah, he's good.
I'm just gonna miss some room.
He's just about able to fit.
Do you want the pillow section? Okay. You showed up to the big important meeting and you know what? I respect that. I like that.
Dude, I didn't even know this meeting was happening. No one told me. Great to know I got devoted from that, by the way. But actually, I'm here tired because I was studying bugs all night.
I respect that.
Me shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody did not know about the meeting or is not in the comms about this meeting, please raise your hand.
Vic, get in that.
You. You.
Got it. Thank you. I was there for a lot of this stuff. Fucking touchdown too.
This meeting was happening.
So, I want you to know I opened the comm system and I told everybody to invite everybody that's involved. So.
I swear I did. Did
I
invite you?
Okay.
I thought I did.
It's all good.
Hang on.
I sent you the invite and you. Okay, so I feel a little.
Wait, who's this?
Oh, this is Freebird. I did a favor for him, and he owes me a favor, and he wanted to help out.
Howdy.
Okay, there's a couple people here I've never met.
Maybe we should do introductions at the start, because I think we got quite a collection of people.
Yeah, fucking Alcoholics Anonymous.
Probably just like what you want people to call you and why you're here. We don't need to make a huge deal out of it. We don't need to know everyone too well.
I'm going in, dude. Oh my god, I'm in. I'm literally in.
Thank you, because you're gonna be helping me with other shit.
Are we still waiting on Mori? Or should we start without them? Is Mori on the way?
We can't keep meeting like this.
Is Vesper going to?
You look. There's this little bird sticking out of the pillows. Fucking. You look so cozy. Okay, this big bird. I mean, if you made yourself larger, you would like fit in here like a giant nest. You would become a pillow. Sorry, I don't mean to smack you with my tail.
Aiden, he's asking if he can be invited because he was there with Bookie was bacon.
No.
Is he outside? Are you spying on us, Aiden?
What the fuck? You just got a drug?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
I think he's spying on us.
I'm sorry, he's fucking spying on us?
Damn.
I would hope
think
he's
he said
fucking
so.
not.
I didn't even want to know.
Yeah, what a great way to do that, actually.
I don't know what the fuck it
Who's spying on us? Did they say Aiden?
Yeah, apparently.
They just sent me a message and I was sitting there like, wait, is he around us? Where are you? Where is he?
That kid does not know how to make himself look less suspicious.
Oh, are you talking about Aiden?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that kid. No. Nah.
Don't say it like that.
Don't take it like that, weirdo. What the fuck?
He's a grown-ass adult.
What the hell?
He's just
Yeah,
really
they don't act
short.
like it.
He doesn't act like it, but he is a grown-ass adult. So if you have to shoot him, he is an adult. He is just really small. I miss Lishiv.
Hey Marge, did you know there's so many different kinds of cockroaches?
Yeah. Some scream. Well, actually more
It's
hiss.
fucking crazy, right?
Hmm.
Bugs. What?
I eat them.
No, I just didn't know.
Yeah, the insect kingdom.
Dude, when I went on that monster hunt, I found a grub that was like the size of a melon.
Ew, and then you're like, oh no, that's cool. Like, homie, pick one or the other.
I didn't
That
say
wasn't
you.
them.
Oh,
There's grubs out there that are like that big, and if you cook them, you can stick a straw in them, and it's just like juice. Actually, not bad at all.
fucking, they have a couple of those, well, they like Iggly, I think they call them Iggly arches or something like that. I need to get the exact name. But the whole thing.
You okay, Fleur? Bart. You okay?
Should we start doing introductions while we wait for Maury? Because I think Maury knows most of the people here. Alright, well, first we should probably start on that side and just go around, why you're here and what you want people to call you. Let's just stick with that.
That means me first.
Yep. Sorry.
Velasque, friends. My name is Mithrax. I am the Kell of House Light in my realm. Leader of a group as your kind may refer to it. I am here because I am likely the most knowledgeable out of all of us regarding the Vex, their technology, their networks, and I have been at the front and center for aiding you all in crushing their grasp on this world and ours. It is a pleasure to meet all of you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I am Finnegan, as most of you know very well who I am, but for those that don't, I am one of the leaders
come on my lap.
and runner of a charity at the Bay09, just down the street. The main reason why I'm here is because I am an ally of the Valentes, and I feel it is my duty to help you all get Bucky back. And I do see him as a friend, so I do not see as to why I shouldn't aid in getting him back from the Vex. That and helping remove them from this area, as they have been causing us a great amount of grief.
Mama was there when they got caught.
Oh, I hear him.
Alright. Ethan?
Hi, I'm Ethan. I was one of the first involved with the Vex stuff. They kind of kidnapped Powder at one point. They started investigating me after me and a couple of others went to go kill. Funnily enough, this hive brood's first nest was destroyed because of me. And when we killed its power source, we actually saw one of their close enough to what you can call a Vex god. We saw Atheon there, and when we escaped, they had started tracking me because they were curious about me and my power. And then also because I got gifted this thing. Yes.
No. Yeah. If you could actually keep people away, that'd be awesome right now.
I can do that. Eden is on a building rooftop next to us, listening in on everything we're saying.
Well, he shouldn't be able to hear us given that there's walls around us. So if anyone around us can hear us, they can't. AKA, if someone's outside this room, they shouldn't be able to hear us, and any information they get through the walls won't be considered valid.
True.
Yep, solid brick walls.
This was a gift from the Traveler, apparently, and they want this from me. That didn't happen. See? That shows. It's so thick you can't hear through the walls here. I have also been tasked by the Vanguard from Mithrax's Worlds to kind of focus on obliterating the Vex and anything that they touch.
The fuck is that thing?
I think it's a Pokemon.
A personal vendetta for me. It's also pretty much my job to,
Oh yeah, I
fight these
attached
things
this. I
and
attached this
eradicate
speaker to
them
my
and
Dino.
learn everything I can about them.
Snow scale.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, there's a speaker on it, so snow scale is.
I put a speaker on it. I can't really
Alright.
control where it goes.
Well, since they just appeared, would you like to go next? We're basically saying who we are and why we're here in a quick summary.
Sorry, I was confronting Aiden.
Yep, well, the thing is, these walls are so thick, he shouldn't be able to hear anything. Nobody should. If... be...
I'm Amari. Nice to meet you. What are we saying about ourselves?
Why you're here. Just a rough idea of why you're here.
He's been a good friend. Sorry.
How long have you been an alcoholic?
Very long time I've been an alcoholic.
It's really depressing, actually.
So I came up here. Don't like me. I promise I'm not freaky. Here, watch. I'll do a funny party trick. Anyway, good friends with Bucky for a few years. Been dealing with corporation with both of us. No mutual party, pretty much.
Alright. Alright. Oh. You can come sit in the comfy pillows. Yeah, it would be Ader next. We're quickly just going around saying what our name is and why we're here.
Yeah, hi, I'm Agent Bucky's a friend. Fuck the Vex. Nice and simple.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play that shit.
Yeah. Technically, snow scales. I mean, my leg, but we'll go with snow scale first.
Alright, snow scale is...
I attached a speaker to my Dino.
And a camera too, I assume.
Yeah. I'm snow scale. Or, I'm not. Well, this isn't me. It's my Dino. This is Munch. Oh, sorry, the audio on the speaker is not cutting out. 1 second.
You guys should look in the communications. Might help for this in particular.
Yeah, Snowscale. Bucky is a close friend and also coworker, and I kind of fought to like death with them, or fought. Oh fucking.
It doesn't have to be a big thing. You could just say, "He's my friend."
We're doing introductions,
We're
Osmo,
good.
really quickly.
He's my good friend.
Introductions? Okay.
Yep. So everyone
I
knows.
want the Vex. I also would like to work to get the Vex outside of, not right outside my fucking house.
Alright.
Hello, I'm Dirge. Let's see, the Vex have got. Let's see, Bucky is my friend and also a fellow Valenti. The Vex have tried to kill me on multiple occasions. I apparently on the Vex wanted list. And I have a general opposement against despotic conquerors trying to take over everything they feel fit.
Alright.
I'm Riel. I'm a medic. Bucky's a friend.
Okay. Dom?
I'm Dom. I am a Valenti, and my best buddy was taken. And I want to rescue him, of course, and also smash some space robots.
Yep. Pretty much. Yeah.
Basically it.
Yep. Alright. Freebird?
Oh, hi, my name's Freebird, but if the DMV gets back to me, hopefully it won't be anymore. I'm not a Valenti, but Marge helped me out of a tough time, getting me out of a synthetic body and into a meteor one. I owe her a great deal, and I heard that a friend of hers, a family member, got taken, and I'm just here to help as best I can. She did me a solid. I'm here to return the favor.
Alright. Liz?
So black and white sun
I'm
standing in front of
Elizabeth.
the door.
I'm a Valenti, and one of ours is taken, so that's why I'm here. I guess.
Stay with you.
Also, fuck the Vex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
It was good.
Vic?
My name is Vic. Next.
Why are you here?
Yeah, everyone knows why I'm here. I've done enough.
We do.
You could just say fuck
He
the
is a
Vex.
friend.
Yeah.
I am a grand supporter of the Hive. Anything that goes against them will go against me, so I will stand against the Vex and tear them down one piece at a time.
Alright, there you go.
Next.
Wow.
Alright.
Hi. I introduced myself in the comms before. Hi, I'm Vesper. I'm Bucky's partner.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to get my guy back.
Alright. I'm Marge, leader of the Valenties, and dear friend of Bucky. That's why I'm here. Nathiel, who's blending into my lap.
Hello, I'm Nathiel. I don't have a drinking problem. I got it kind of figured out. But anyway, I like Bucky. He's my friend. I want to rescue him, and yeah.
There you go. And then... Are you asleep? No, your eyes are just closed. Okay.
No. I'm sorry. Bucky's one of my best friends. I miss him a lot.
And you salute her.
No.
Alright. And then let's just get the people we missed. Yeah, go.
I'm Asmo. I've known Bucky for a very long time, since he looked very different. Since he worked in the garage. I'm a HVAC security member. I even helped him get together with Vespa over there. That's how long I know him. So I miss him very much. He has made most of the equipment. Vespa, don't correct me. He's made most of the equipment that I'm using, and I just want it back as quickly as possible. And I don't want to lose anyone else.
Alright. You two?
I think that's everyone.
There's... Those two haven't introduced themselves yet.
I don't do public speaking. You know
Too bad.
Just say your name, and if Bucky's just your friend, then say, I'm here because Bucky's my friend and I want him back. There you go. We just need your...
do public speaking.
Okay, this is Powder, and she's here because she cares about Bucky and wants to get the friend back.
I don't like it.
There you go. And, you? Did you want to introduce yourself?
Designation is A309. I am with the Valenti.
Alright. Oh, there you go. Look at that timing. You just came in perfect. Say your name and why you were here. Or just quickly doing introductions.
Oh. I think everyone knows primarily who I am, but,
Who are you?
My name is Maury, and I'm a Valente.
There you go. Friend of Bucky's. Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna grab this speaking stick for a moment. I've gathered everybody here because, well, Bucky's been missing. A lot of us know Bucky, and I assume a lot of us want Bucky back as quickly as possible. I know that there's some people here that know a lot about the facts, and there's some people here, like myself included, that found out Bucky was missing 1 week ago because nobody tells me shit. Which, fair. Please, let's not interrupt each other. I'm not managing this, but let's not interrupt each other so we can get information across as fast as possible. I'm here, gathered all of you, so we can ask questions to, for example, Mitrax over here, Ethan, Faker, who is also here, no spot, and Maury, because I'm gonna say one thing. If I see a single one of you try to go solo, I'm gonna put my fist so far up your ass, I'm gonna use you like a my fist so far up your ass, you're gonna be like talking like a muppet. That's what's gonna happen. So if someone goes solo anywhere, that's what you're gonna get to expect, okay? So let's talk about the facts. Talk about what we know about the facts. Talk about their weaknesses, because I know a couple of things. Talk about what we have on Bucky, what we don't have on Bucky. And that's it. So let's just go one by one, because then I think might be the best. And if you don't know anything, you can just skip. Okay? Is that good? Yep. And we can ask questions, of course. Alright?
Sounds good.
Big man first. Hold on.
Did you see it?
Try to stay focused, everyone. Try to stay focused. Let's stay focused.
Lock in.
I apologize. What were we doing again?
We're talking about the facts. You know a lot about the facts, so...
We need to kind of make sure everyone understands what the Vex are and what we're up against right now. And what we know.
So if you could a general description of the facts and their weaknesses, then that would be helpful.
Of course. As I have prior stated, I am likely the most knowledgeable out of all of us here regarding the Vex. Their technologies, their strategies. I have studied them for a long time, alongside the Vanguard, the leading force within my realm that is tasked with destroying the Vex and pushing back the darkness. The Vex, in particular, are a tricky sort, but what we've come to learn about them through time and experience is they are time-traveling, realm-hopping, dimension-walking synthetic entities, known best for invading locations, potentially capturing both physical and subconscious minds, and placing them in prisons outside of time and space, and operating to create a finalized shape of all things. They see a reality that none of us do. One in which every world is a machine, built to produce more of their kind. They will stop at nothing to see this reality brought to fruition. They will sacrifice as many as they need and take as many lives as possible. Anyone who does not agree with their finalized image is to be ripped from the picture. As such, they cannot be reasoned with, and more importantly, cannot be allowed to live. Their very existence is a jeopardy on our world and yours. And now, after following Ethan, they have come to collect and take even more. They have already begun to do so with the remains of the prior establishment behind this one. main weaknesses to the Vex in particular are void energies, a kind of elemental substance found within my realm, made of cosmic energies and paracausality. These are energies that violate typical laws and rules of space, as it were, wielded by Guardians mainly, but their energies have been harnessed time and again and placed into weapons. Utilizing them against the Vex is most efficient. However, another key thing about the Vex that is most useful is a core. This is known as a radiolarian core and is typically stored within the abdomen region of a Vex.
Oh, I brought one.
Acts as the brain and the heart. It is the central... Where did you get that?
I found it.
You did not find it. Do not lie.
I found it in a Vex body. That was dead. We killed it. Ethan, you saw me.
Ripped it off of a... I know where they got it from. They got it off of a gate lord that we tried taking down and getting...
To anyone who doesn't know what it looks like, it's like a big white shiny crystal
in the head
thing.
And removed its eye.
To continue on, radiolarian cores are the heart, the mind, and the control center of a Vex. If it is destroyed and shattered, the body falls limp. They no longer have control over it and cannot puppeteer their chassis. However, make no mistake, radiolaria is not a substance to be toyed with. It is extremely dangerous. Attempting to touch it could very well burn your skin down to the bone, and I would not recommend consumption of it.
I've just been carrying this thing around.
Some of you are curious.
Why?
But I assure you,
To the meeting?
What?
Yes.
I'm here to be with my partner.
The late.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Get in.
Get in, kid.
I understand some of you may be curious, but I assure you radiolaria is not to be toyed with, or drank, or consumed for any reason. It will kill you. Plain and simple. And or turn you into a Vex, which is also dangerous. Please do not consume radiolaria. Any samples you have that you are not sure you can carefully dissect and study, please give them to me. I know very well how to operate with these substances, I assure you. Currently, as far as intel and information goes regarding Bucky's potential whereabouts, the prison he is held within is outside of time as we know it. It is within my realm, but it is separate from time and space. This is a construct the Vex are able to create on their own. But I believe there can be a way in which we can enter. The insertion point would probably be somewhere on the surface of Mercury, a planet in my realm transformed by the Vex. Within it, they have a large gateway that leads into a place known as the Infinite Forest, a grounds they utilize for simulation, a planet-wide simulacrum utilized to simulate worlds, realities, and possibilities. They use this as a trial and error system to see what is the best combination to succeed in their final reshaping of all worlds and all realms as we know it. By utilizing the simulation and toying with it, we may be able to break into his prison cell and rescue him. But as far as information and further details on that go, the actual execution of it, I'm afraid I'm a bit slim for details. I'm still collecting information as I go, and, well, I need actual approval to study the door on Mercury that leads into the forest, and to get you there as well if you've any desire to aid him. So for the moment being, I only have that information on the actual saving of him. But I assure you it will not be an easy task. The Vex, as dangerous a species as they are equally secure in their systems. It will take some doing, and a good deal of slaughtering, and collecting of their important parts, to venture further into their simulation and find your dear friend. That is all I have in the way of basic information, but I can answer a good deal of questions, I assure you.
Alright. Does anyone have any questions?
Vic.
What priority parts do we need to try to collect? Something tells me that the, what are they called? Goblins and stuff like that probably won't have jack shit that we need, but specifically, are there specific units we should keep our eyes out for? And what parts should we prioritize of preserving?
Precisely. The Vex do indeed have a hierarchy. Those who are allowed to walk freely between different areas typically restricted to either rank and file, or we are to utilize Gate Lords or a Hydra. Gate Lords are powerful Vex minds. They hold a great deal of information, access codes. Think of them as a key, or a very important person who is allowed to traverse freely between certain designated areas. The eye within them is most important. It carries all of the data and the key to the metaphorical lock we will have to open to traverse further into their simulations. They are extremely important. Hydras are minds, walking computers. Technically, all of the Vex are this, but think of Hydras on a much larger scale. A supercomputer, in fact. They carry a good deal of intel and information. However, they are difficult to defeat, hardy, and their parts are delicate, and so dealing damage to their chassis sometimes results in, well, parts which we can no longer make use of. They too are useful in obtaining the keys we require to venture forward, but they are a far more delicate sort. If you cannot dispatch them carefully, do not bother at all. We may as well kill them, then get it over with, and pray for a gate lord to make itself known to us, as opposed to hunting Hydra after Hydra to no avail.
Amari, did you have a question?
Particularly with their cores, you said their cores were their abdomen. Is that the same core as the information we need, or is that a different piece?
They are indeed different. The radiolarian core can be picked apart by its white glow, and it rests within the abdomen. The core we are searching for with the information is their eye in particular. It is connected to a central processing unit within their head. Removing both the eye and the CPU is most suggested. That is specifically in their head. However, naturally, place too much damage upon their optic and their overall head, and, well, we would be destroying the very data bank we hope to seek. And so, careful, precise work, preferably.
Do you have any preference, or do they have... Oh, sorry, I'll let him go first.
Are there any questions? Well,
No, mine can wait.
Dom,
Or
you had a question?
over my information.
You saw your hand?
So is it possible to rip off the head without breaking it, or no?
It's a difficult task. I would recommend the utilization of knives or tools for a careful removal. Tearing the head off could result in numerous different things, from execution codes that will enter the mind and attempt to purge all data when substantial amounts of damage are sensed on the head or neck region, to even potentially breaking what you seek to pull off. The Vex are made of very delicate, intricate parts. They almost have a shell-like carapace made of metal. As such, metal is intertwining like a puzzle piece. By ripping something off, it could very well tear something else asunder, ruining what we seek to capture. A surgical removal is best.
Okay.
Yep, see, that's liquid.
Sorry, something surgical, so I don't just drive into them.
You can see to ask questions later. Yes, see to get asked
I see, yeah, just sit down, and listen and we can bring you up, later. I see 2 hands over there. Hmm? Pick a spot and sit. You can sit on the floor, sit on a beanbag, just sit somewhere.
There's no way that we can find a way to clone what we need, right? Pin one down, don't have to extract. That way,
no.
less risk.
By attempting to clone or recreate what we require, it would be an extremely complex science, which may very well take years to craft and perfect and understand, time which we naturally do not have. Additionally,
Toronto, could you scooch? I need to be able to see.
Instabilities. Remember, every Vex you kill is part of a long string of time being woven into existence. By attempting to create a copy of what already seeks to exist could very well cause catastrophic complications.
That's a very fun idea. Yeah, I'm done.
Right,
Ask you a question.
It's a little bit twofold. That's fine. It's a little bit twofold. So the Gate Lord that we tried to take down and beautifully failed to extract parts from, I was watching it pretty closely because I don't have the fucking tools to take these things down. I have a thermal blade and fucking laser guns, for God's sake. My bullets were bouncing off the fucking thing. Two main things. The only thing that seems to be really powerful enough to really slam through it and destroy a lot of it is its own weapon. Has a huge, very glowing white cannon on it. It used it to blow its own head off whenever we tried to extract the piece from it. I think if we do fight one, we need to destroy that part first. Basically removes the chance of it being able to actually blow its own head off. But on top of that, the back side of it's where the weak point is. Anytime I've seen a Vex die or someone destroys that core, the thing instantly goes off. It has no time to react, no time to do anything. It dies on the spot. The only thing that I can see to be logical for us to be able to take one down and actually secure... Shut the fuck up, cars. The only thing that I see that could be doable is for us to take out the arm and then immediately make sure that we prioritize destruction of that core. The moment it notices that it's going weak is the moment that immediately it's going to delete everything. So we have to prioritize coordination in an attack, making sure that once it falls down on a knee and has to try to repair itself, we get around behind it, which back is where the weak point is, and then immediately blow it up with as much force as we can. It's the only thing I can see logically of being able to take one of these things down without them killing themselves, which they're very confident to do.
Right, Maury?
It does seem, based off that observation, that our friends are learning. They are growing wiser, and they seek to destroy their own cores to prevent us from gaining the necessary information we require. As such, do keep in mind, not every Gate Lord looks the same. They all have different construction. Ethan, I'm sure you've seen different variations of one. They all have their own purposes. There are some Gate Lords which match the description you've placed, in which their left arm has been replaced with a cannon of sorts. They may be more likely to blow their own cores out. As such, following his strategy would be most opportune. It would be very wise. However, other Gate Lords who are only able to hold a torch hammer, is what we refer to it as, they would be likely a lot less capable of destroying themselves. Different plans for different Gate Lords is what I'm presenting. Be watchful, be mindful. It is through these actions and through careful consideration on the steps to taking them down that we'll be able to succeed most efficiently.
Right, Maury, you had your hand up?
So, with tech and everything that I've discovered about it so far, with how alien it is in nature, as stated before, replicating or copycatting is not going to be an option. But using what pre-exists definitely is an option. I've messed with some of the tech here and there, and it's very much functional. It can be modified and can be used for different purposes. However, in saying as such, it is just as risky to modify something that literally changes the fabric of reality than it is to change ammunition type. A gun. It can be extremely complicated in comparisons. And I think one of the ways that we can definitely track down Bucky is by using said tech. I've been in plannings to go visit a individual named Verix who understands this technology. I'm hoping that we can utilize it in order to track him down. However, I will admit I've currently been a little bit, what's the word? A loss for time. No, it's more like, I pass out randomly currently. I'm not sure what's causing it.
The lapses.
But
Yeah, I know why. We can talk about it later.
anyway, going from that, information that has occurred due to these lapses might be very important.
Alright.
I've been having these dreams of almost like what seems to be like a manufacturing location.
Black Garden.
Yeah, I've been watching these in my dreams, watching these Vex being fueled with the radioalaria, or whatever you want to fucking call it, and exiting a portal, functioning. Descendants, from what I've learned. And the fact that it is happening and seems to be a current, it seems to be they're becoming more and more active. The ones that were literally deactivated for so long, they're starting to arise again. And I think us doing what we're doing is definitely only going to wake up more. And definitely going to cause a bigger fire in their nature. So being prepared as much as possible will be the biggest thing that we need to do. We need to play it smart, not hard. In the nature, we can't just rush in.
Nathiel, don't just sit on Flurry. What are you doing?
Look, we can recap real quick.
It's kind of hard to see against the backdrop, but Freebird also has his hand up.
Yeah, really bad clothing choice.
Oh, sorry.
So you said their own cannon was the only real effective thing against it. You said,
well, like you said, different ones, different things we need to look out for. But the one that we fought, its main weapon was this big ass fucking cannon that it had, where it looked like it had radiolaria floating. I'm saying that right? Radiolaria.
Yes.
Literally flowing visibly through it. Although the glass was, I don't know. That's got to be some tough fucking material. My thermal blade was dinking off it.
They all have effective ways of offering themselves in a short term.
Yeah.
So
They also
replicating
teleport.
their technology isn't possible, but
They are interdimensional time traveling machines. If anyone tries to replicate their machines, that's a suicide note that you are making for yourself. That is not a good idea.
You said
Not to me.
repurpose them, right? As in, functional ones could still be used. What are the odds of getting one of these cannons or weapons and using it to take out whatever they've got, stop them from offing themselves, and denying us access to the head? Is that a
Possibly usable. We definitely have a cannon from one of the thing we're called Vex mines. It can be ready to be either prepared for a mech or for a large vehicle in order to really blast it in. But when it comes to the smaller weaponry, I haven't got my hands on it yet. So I wouldn't know.
They have a nasty habit of teleporting when they die.
I've actually been collecting the weaponry parts off of wyverns and mines and such. The wyvern that attacked the meat rack 2 weeks ago, I actually ripped one of the cannons off of it, and I've been slowly working with it, as well as the gate lord that we took down in the middle of the forest. I took off a couple of components from its arm cannon, and I've been researching them, working with a couple of other Elixni back at Mithrax's place.
Alright.
But let's those two ask the question, and now we're gonna recap real quick.
Real?
If Morty is having lapses, I believe that they should bring a couple of other mechanically inclined people on to speak to this Verix person so that they have backup and that it can be done properly with assistance if possible.
Yep, you are not doing that alone.
Like I said, let's start on the meeting.
If you seek to speak to Varix Kell, he is found on Europa. It is a moon within our world, an extremely frozen-over planet that is crawling with, well, the Elixni, the Cabal, and the Vex. They too seek to transform that planet, naturally, and have done so in small ways. Naturally. But Varix is a scribe. He is a well of knowledge as much as I am. He may have information I do not, however, and so I do recommend caution if you go speaking to him, not because he is dangerous, but because his neighbors are less than cooperative.
Mari, you have a question?
I still wanted to talk about the void you mentioned in calls. Various things. Void, is that the same one? Is that the same energy they use? Is it the same weaponry? Or is it different?
They do indeed utilize void energies within some of their weaponry, yes.
Okay. If this void element, it's different. If it's an element itself, you said you could get your hands on some examples for me. Perhaps creating our own ammo types rather than pre-existing technologies, would that harm them with the void, not their particular tech? Is that going to cause any stream issues?
It should work. Are you suggesting the collecting of Vex inner parts that display this energy and infusing it with weaponry of your own?
Yes, I have plenty of weapons workers and ammo creators that are very skilled in their craft, and I would like to give us a chance at least do more damage than just their cores.
That could indeed work extremely well. Guardians, beings from my realm, protectors of what is left of humanity, are very keen on the collection of parts from their adversaries and transforming them into armaments or even armor. They are quite efficient in this way and have created a great many weapons made from the Vex, which particularly pack more of a punch against them. And so the utilization of their technology against them, so long as it is done correctly and responsibly, which I've no doubt you and yours can perform, it should aid us in a good way.
We work with very volatile things, such as Magitech, for instance. We have a very skilled people and the proper laboratory to work on such things. If you can get us the necessary materials or a way to produce this, we might be able to adjust weaponry for everyone here, based on orders, of course.
So long as you would not mind me working closely with you and yours, at least for the first few steps to inform on the products you'll be dealing with.
You are trusted here, and you are welcome to use my facility. I like to work for my people.
Very well.
I appreciate you being able to get those information for me. That's all I had to ask. Thank you.
We are all fighting for the same goal, friends. The Vex come from my realm, yes, but I care for worlds beyond my own. If I were to allow this place to flounder and deal with the unknown on their own, I do not believe I could look at myself the same way each morning in the mirror. They are a concern, being here for me as much as they are in my own realm. We will work together to purge this threat from your realm once and for all. I assure you of that.
Alright, let's recap real quick so everybody's on the same page. In terms of facts, how to deal with them, I remember that like you said, electricity or like energy-based weapons, not that effective. But you did say that ballistic weapons and heated weapons should be effective on them, or somewhat effective, right?
Electricity specifically should do well. It can short and fry wiring. Heat-based weaponry, such as laser weaponry, will not do well at all. Their armor, as it were, is made specifically to handle high temperatures and those particular pieces of weaponry. In fact, a good deal of the rank and file, save for minotaurs and above, utilize laser weaponry. Hobgoblins utilize snipers with high-caliber laser rounds, and the goblins, the normal rank and file, utilize automatic rifle-like laser technology. They are very resistant against this. And Void, as prior discussed, is also an excellent weakness for them. They utilize Void shields as well, but this does not mean they are immune to them. Void has a strength to 2 other elements within my realm, but they're not exactly of major importance for this particular conversation. Either way, Void's weakness will be Void. Utilize what they have as their shielding, and they will crumble.
Mori's got a handbrake.
Something I've also realized is anything that has been above a hobgoblin, quick hacks, and anything else involving as such becomes a lot more difficult. I've noticed that involving just doing effects, anything above that, to like let's say a minotaur or higher, they seem to just shrug off, especially when it comes to data clusters being large enough to affect them. Now in saying this also means the goblins are the only ones really that can be vulnerable to that sort of thing. But they've got quite literally interdimensional time-worm bullshit, so their network is quite sturdy, beyond belief.
So hacking is difficult.
Extremely.
Ask your question, and then I'm going to continue with the recap, okay?
What
I need to do something real quick.
That's energy-based.
No, that is also not very effective.
What did he
Terribly
ask?
sorry.
Rocket
Well, I guess
launchers
I'm
seem
gonna
to be
use my
pretty
fist.
effective.
Unless because rocket launch has more of an impact.
What about pure magic?
Electricity is effective.
Said rocket launchers are pretty effective.
Oh, yes, explosives are extremely effective. The Guardians employ a good deal of explosives. Constantly. So use them.
I have a question. What about raw magic damage? How do they handle up to magic?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I actually know a little bit.
Magic where we come from, so I honestly cannot say.
I know a little bit. The Hive doesn't have a lot of information about the Vex, but I'm working together with them because, well, the only way I'm going to be able to get stronger is working together with somebody, so the Vex is who I'm working together with. Back during the times of Crota, technically, what they were doing with magic and stuff also kind of pressed into similar concepts that the Vex both have similar ideals in terms of conquering and claiming. And the magics seemed to work decently well, but then again, Hive magic's a little bit weird compared to normal magic, but for the most part, the two have always kind of been in an equal form stalemate. So, it works, just, it might vary depending on what you're doing.
Okay, so requires further testing.
Noting, apologies, friend. It is worth noting Hive magics as well are ritualistic, dark in their nature. I don't exactly know what the difference is between their magics, the ones we are familiar with, and the ones you all are capable of. But magic as a concept is, it eludes me, especially. So, even taking the information about the Hive's magic and how they react with Vex is to be taken with a grain of salt, as the humans say. I'm afraid I have little to no information on the actual reaction between the Vex and magics you are all capable of. It's entirely...
Limmy's got a question.
Ask your question.
Flurry, are you doing that?
I don't know.
that usually melts through armor. Is that high damage?
We've never tried acid, to be honest. We don't exactly have a supply of acid from anywhere, so we haven't been able to try that. But I have heard acid melts metal, so you're more than welcome to try and get back to me with whatever you find useful.
If you get our hands on some of their armor, we might be able to test it better.
Alright.
I think someone has a question.
No, I want to recap this because it's a lot of information which I feel like not all of us are going to fully remember. So I want to recap it real quick. Okay, so recap about the facts. Heated weapons, no-go. That's a clear no-go. Ballistic weapons and magic, as far as we know, that is as effective as normal. Electricity-based weapons, void-based weapons, and their own weaponry, also void-based, seems to be very effective on that. That's correct, right?
Precisely.
Okay. We need different tactics for different vex units, like the Minotaur, like you said, has was the Minotaur that has an autocannon? Arm?
Not Minotaur. We were talking about gatekeepers. Although Minotaurs do actually use a grenade launcher kind of like weapon, so technically, if someone uses a weapon that's explosive, yeah, shoot the fucking arm.
Yeah, explosive focuses are also effective. We need different tactics for different gatekeepers, such as the one that has the autocannon. That's a clear, you shoot the arm off, then you go to the backside, and then you try to secure the eye, because with all of them we need the optics, the eye. Correct?
Precisely. There may come a rare instance in which I will require a radiolarian core. This is purely to power the technology. Once we have been able to capture enough Vex technology to bend it to our will, we will still need something to power it. This is where radiolaria, in small doses, comes in. We can then utilize it as a power source to power what we need. But I assure you, if ever I require a core, I will specifically ask you for it. Otherwise, shoot to kill.
Alright, so, then in terms of things that we need from the facts, we need their cores, we need their eyes, and we need parts of them such as the weaponry, so we can make our own weaponry to kill that, correct? The thing I feel like we should focus on right now is first of all the information thing from Varix or whatever his name is, that's in Fuck Europa or anything. And the other thing is the optics, or well, the eyes, so we can get as much information. With the fact stack, from what I'm gathering around it, don't fuck with it, and if you do fuck with it, fuck with it together with a team. Yeah, if you do fuck with it with a team, not in your home location, but somewhere safe. That's what I'm gathering from it. Don't try to copy it.
Correct.
Just modifying is apparently safe in that regards. But
an astute observation,
the goal,
yes.
So the goal right now is gather as much information from the optics, the eyes, so we can get Bucky back and gather weaponry or parts from them so we can have effective weapons against them.
Alright, I see two hands up.
Agrees on that? One sec, I just need to everyone to agree that's our goal right now.
Yes.
Correct.
Sounds good.
Alright?
Yeah.
Alright, that's my recap. That's questions.
Yeah, I know. It's the closest thing we had to a close sign.
Where is that coming from?
Wait, I was
I have
wondering
no clue.
the same thing. Also, question.
I have no clue.
Everybody who is planning on helping with this should probably know that you need space-worthy equipment.
How could I forget?
That can be sorted
the Vex
out.
are tricky. They have portals
No worry.
and
We can sort it
plates
out.
and time-phasing technologies. If you step through something on purpose or on accident, you could accidentally be taken to a planet that does not have an atmosphere. Like Venus. You don't want to go to Venus without a rebreather, I assure you. So, I will provide more than enough technology and gear that will interface with whatever you are currently wearing, so you can breathe safely and easily on these planets and handle their atmospheres.
Learn about where you're going before you go.
All of these resources.
Ethan has a question.
Not really a question, more of a statement. Be very careful, by the way, with the eyes. Unless you're really, really good at, extracting delicate Vex technology, I recommend taking out the entire housing unit of the eye and then bringing it to either Mithrax or myself, or anyone else who takes the time to learn how to delicately take out the eye, so that we can, extract the information without it getting damaged. Because I remember a few times when I first got attacked by the Vex and I started taking out the eyes, most of it got damaged and the information was very spotty at best. So be very cautious with the eyes. It's delicate.
Does everybody understand what housing means in a mechanical sense?
Just rip their hats off.
Yeah.
Take the whole damn thing, basically.
The whole unit.
Gently.
It might be helpful to have some sort of demonstration posted if we're.
I'd probably be better.
I
Next
can
time
gather
there's an
more than
eye.
enough demonstrations.
There you go.
Alright. Does
I will say
everybody,
Bucky
does
will likely
everybody,
have to do some.
Oh, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. Unfortunately, this is kind of the part of it where I don't really have a way of exactly helping. I'm not as technically found as a lot of you are. I'm doing some work with the Hive to help garner some better equipment and understanding. I know that you're on that mission too. I'm going to be mostly focusing my efforts on helping them out, trying to work together with the Hive to gain some of this stuff, so that way whenever we can go, I'll be ready to. But unfortunately, I don't really have any way of exactly helping, unfortunately, outside of fighting Vex. So I do care, and I'm here, and I'll be ready to activate and help whenever needed, but my main focus is going to be with the Hive, because it's the only way I have a way of gaining any kind of
We just need to lay down.
utility to be able to help.
Understand that not all of you need to be technological masters of basic technology or even Vex technology. Each and every single one of us have our own uses. I'm not as good as I used to be with fighting, I'll admit, which is exactly why I'm more intel. I pass the information along. Those who are technologically gifted amongst us will do the dissecting, and those with the strength to prevail will crush the Vex underfoot. And then we have our lovely medical individuals who will help put us back together. But we all have a role to play here. We are all cogs in this war machine to take down the Vex. So I assure you, you will all have your uses in due time. You will not be inactive.
No.
I see one hand up.
I would highly suggest that if any missions are to happen, take at least one medic. I can tell you from the last time we ended up fighting the Vex, you need someone to put you together in the field. Take at least one medic, that's all I'm asking.
Seconded there.
Agreed.
Alright. There's another piece of information that I need to heavily say. This is at the end of our mission. From what I've heard, people that have been imprisoned by them, and some people here, which I'm not going to call out because of reasons, know more about this.
We'll have to talk
I don't want to.
about it anyway.
I don't want to point you out in front of the group because you don't like it.
Appreciate it.
When Bucky is freed and out of wherever he's been sleeping, he will most likely not be, as far as I've gathered, mentally the same for a bit because, well, imprisonment. That's why I invited our lovely Vespa over here, first of all, because that's their significant other, and if my significant other was taken, I would like to know all about it. And second of all, I think Vesper here is the best shot we have at calming him down when we free him.
I'm sorry about the prison. At least what I know about it. The inside is pretty endless. They'll keep you in a space for a while, kind of separated from everything. They'll strip you of all your gear and everything on you, phone, weapons, anything that could be used as a weapon. They took my hairpin off of me for a while. And then they'll begin beating you to try and get information. They'll resort to anything they can. Burning, limb tearage. It works. And then, when they think they can't get to you that way, they start showing you screens. They show you everyone you know and love, everyone you care about, moving on without you. They take everything they know, and they twist it. So they think that you have been truly abandoned and lost by everyone. Bucky, knowing him on being on the inside, will have to fight his way to the door, because that's what I did when Praetor found me. They will not provide him medical treatment. He will likely be injured when he comes out. And he'll be very disoriented, considering that whole place functions of time. I felt like I was in there for years.
Indeed.
Correct.
Understand that this is no conventional prison. He is not locked away in a cell, playing a damsel in distress. This is a prison of torture. It breaks the body, and then the mind. He will not be whole when he exits. They will assure of that. And they will show him, or perform unto him, as much as they need to break him down. And if we are not fast enough, they will kill him.
He's likely fighting for his life actively. If he's being defiant, they upgrade the torture. They go to extreme means.
You good to hear this part?
Oh, I'm dissociating hard right now. I don't know what's happening.
Okay. Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll be there to help him.
What about Flurry?
Indeed.
The thing I'm worried about is not about us being able to help him, is Bucky's able to defend himself even without weapons. Knowing they might have tampered with his cybernetics, he might be violent.
I think we can talk
Whoever
about the...
finds him, listen, this is something that needs to be heard. Whoever finds him, if he is too injured that he is unconscious, he is as dangerous as any Vex.
Yep.
And he might lash out at you, unknowing of if you are friend or foe. So if he is unconscious, be careful.
We may need to bring tranquilizers.
I'd recommend just bubbling him until we can supply something.
I would say this, tranquilizing him probably will not be a good idea for the time being. Because if you try to sedative him while he is in that state, he most likely will become violent the moment he wakes up. So I recommend if anyone isn't going to be the one to deal with it, I recommend both Vesper and I recommend Powder as well, and any Valentes that are around that he knows his family.
I think it's also perhaps helpful to say that the thing we're worried about is not his biological self, but the synthetic part of him. That's why if you see...
Yeah.
That's all it is.
When he takes damage, if he's not conscious, his cybernetics may try to absorb various material around him in order to repair itself.
So don't touch him.
Don't touch him, if you can help it.
Flesh. Learn the hard way. Don't do it. Not a fun experience.
They will not engage with you unless you physically engage with it. Keep that in mind.
When it comes...
Can we recap this real quick and I'll plan the meeting? If you guys don't mind.
Yes.
nobody wants to sit here for like too long. The people that are strong, that can beat the facts, you guys know what is effective, what is not effective. You guys know what parts you need to get and what parts you don't need to get. I just said it earlier. The people that aren't combat inclined or things focus on getting us equipment, working on the tech or whatever, patching us together. Right? People that are getting information via tech or via through people that like to prescribe stuff. Please, for the love of God, bring people with you. If any of you do something alone, you know what's gonna happen. We need to, with this, be really careful with fucking with some of the stuff, especially the equipment part and the people part, because as far as I've seen, if you fuck with effects, they're like roaches, more come, and if you fuck with their techs and technology, they're like roaches, and they show up. Which
if you're on the list,
I
travel
can
in
give
pairs.
painful.
If you're
It's
already
also
on the
not
list,
respect.
travel in pairs. Please.
Yeah.
Just always travel in pairs, honestly.
Actually, that's something you should finally finish off on, by the way. Is the people on the list.
There's a bounty list with certain people on it. We can, if everybody's okay with it, disclose who's all on the bounty list. Those are
Probably
people
do so
that
in the
is for.
comms.
Remember, if you're not in the comms, tell me later and I'll find you into the comms. Those need to be careful.
One more
Yes.
thing. They were able to infiltrate our comms at one point when we had a separate comms, so speaking in person.
That's something I'm working on.
Comms.
Yeah, but right
No,
now
that's something that's something I'm actually working on currently. I think I have a method that possibly could make sure that it cannot be perceived, but I need to work on it.
The other precaution with that is try not to fuck around with fact stack, because I feel like if you fuck around with fact stack around your own equipment, that's likely to happen. Yes.
I've got an idea. What if we used magic comms like paper? Because they can't hack that.
Okay, that's true. That's smart.
That is actually.
I refuse.
Message. Alright.
We have a
people
paper
can't do
mancer. We
magic.
have 2 of them right here.
I hate fucking magic.
We'll do stuff like that. Well,
seems like the only thing they can't really touch, so we're gonna have to put the fuck up a bit.
we gotta do magic if we want to get Bucky back then. Alright. Everybody knows what they have to do if they can't fight or they're not technological advanced. God, I hate that word. Everybody on the same page, everybody understands what we need to do and what we don't need to do.
Yes.
I may have an unconventional idea to solve the issue of comms.
Yes, what's your idea?
I am currently running a server through my systems. Because it is on my systems, it is fairly difficult to connect to.
You're the Minecraft.
Are you saying we need to communicate through Minecraft?
You're the Minecraft.
Don't die because
Everyone
of
shush.
Minecraft.
Everyone shush. Everyone shush. Everyone shush. This, I'm gonna be honest, can actually be a really reasonable strategy because why the fuck would they go look in the game?
That is true.
Wait.
It's dangerous to get other people involved who know nothing about this.
No, counter-argument. I have a concern. Do the facts even know what the fuck Minecraft is? Because to them it's just another system.
That's a Mithrax question.
So, do you know what Minecraft is?
I genuinely don't.
It's stupid, but it's stupid enough it probably works. Okay, what is this sparkly thing I keep seeing?
I don't know.
Why down? Love your idea that for a full stack. Finnegan, say your piece, then you say your piece, and then we can end the meeting. Alright?
First of all, barely know what Minecraft is and have never played it, so me communicating through that would be very difficult.
I can fix that.
You just type into it.
Not doing the Minecraft part. We're not doing the Minecraft part.
There's a huge trash can outside.
Ignore the trash can.
No relation.
Second of all, back when I was a part of Militech, the way we would communicate through comms that were not either the safest or had been compromised despite as secure as they were, we would communicate in very specific phrases and jargon. Only
Code.
certain people would understand what's being said, while the people that had compromised communications would not understand anything of what's being said.
If we do have communications that are compromised, we could also try disinformation, try and give them the wrong, make them think that we're looking into something else.
Okay, hold on. Okay. I do have a legitimate idea. Can I share it?
Right.
Okay. Alright, this is going to need my buddy for this.
Oh boy, we're showing everyone.
Sledgehammer.
You sure about this?
Well,
if it is about the comms, I feel like we could just do the papermancy.
I think it's easy. It's just holding a piece of paper.
I trust everyone here.
It's easier.
Okay, it's your choice.
It goes without saying, any information here should be considered confidential unless we agree to share it with other people.
Adeptus, how possible is it for us, in order to make quite literally a mind-based encryption for comms? So the only way to, in any sense, to perceive even the comms existing is being the individual itself.
It's possible. The only issue with that is that some of us here are not mentally capable of it.
That is true. How capable would it be for both someone with just a sapient mind being the key?
I need the help of one of the others. The big one.
Got it. Okay.
So you sure
If that is...
about this?
I'm gonna
I think
put my foot down. I'm gonna put my foot down real quick. Because I'm hearing this, I'm not liking this, I'm gonna talk about this later. I'm putting my foot down. I think we should do the papermancy stuff, because that involves no tech, because we just heard that we're dealing with time-traveling interdimensional things whose tech are far more advanced than us. So I think that none of our techs cannot do
They
it.
get a sample
So
of
I
our
think
tech,
we should do the
they can
papermancy.
just start simulating it over and over and over and over and over and over.
However, what I'm talking about doesn't involve specifically tech.
You're talking psionics.
It involves organic matter. Psionics.
You said a tech-based time system that relies off of the mental presence of others knowing about it.
Mori, I do suggest we try the papermancy thing instead.
Maury, I think, unfortunately, you're the only person against the papermancy idea.
We're doing it.
The
I'm
bad
putting my
thing is
foot
that
down.
only the person you give it to can read it. It's very
Foot's
nifty
been put down.
and very useful.
Option's been taken. Meeting's over. That was the last statement.
Mm.
We call that.
That's the last statement.
Alright.
Papermancy for comms.
Alright.
I will continue to look into things as on my side, but if you run into any technology or further questions, I am connected to the communications we are using. Feel free to throw whatever you desire my way, and I will attempt to help as best as I can.
Asmo, Riel, Mori, can you guys stay behind?
If there's
Sure.
anything
No,
yes.
I'm taking it away. I need
Thank
to do
you.
something with
Just
that.
come up to me and I got you.
I'm down
Thank
here. I
you.
just need to get away from
For everything, and thank you, everyone. I'm gonna head home.
Bucky has a lot of people looking out for him. We'll get him back.
But if you're not holding it, you can't read it. And anybody else who
I'll,
Where you
going? Doesn't trigger my other psionics thing.
This is kind of
You going?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check up on
I'm
Freebird
going.
real quick, and then we can have our talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
I gotta see.
Bird.
I'll take a paper.
Alright, welcome to the rabbit hole.
Thank you.
Kind of hold it and think about what
You're
you
not
want to say.
listed, so
Mm.
My arm fell asleep.
The others will get it.
Yeah, long meetings like this getting people up to date happen. Keep an eye on any announcements or
Anyone
anything.
take notes for that guy who's asking for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I might need to double over them just because
Yeah, no worries.
memory isn't the best.
Yeah, no. Nobody, everybody here has limitations of what they can and can't do.
Please leave.
Alright.
I'm not gonna repeat myself again.
Alright.
Trying.
My arms are just.
Let's go talk outside.
Take your time, but as long as you
Agreed.
on the way out.
Vex present! Everyone, get your gear.
I don't have mine either.
I have mine. Please tell me you brought something. There's no way you're around in this.
I brought the damn bag. Fuck.
Sweet.
I really should have just brought nothing. I would have just gone to sleep on the couch. Nobody could blame me.
Stay inside.
Do you need a bubble?
No, I don't need a bubble. I can make something.
They're scouting. They're just
One second. Alright.
They're just scouting from what it seems.
You're just standing there, menacingly.
Alright. Before the meeting, get to the meeting.
Well, if you want to know what we're fighting, there's one standing right on the corner. Don't shoot it. As long as it's not attacking us and you stay out of that area, they should just look. It's just standing there.
Don't attack it unless it attacks us.
Yeah, don't aggravate it. Just that's one of them. That's what you're looking at.
Well, you know. You reckon a picture would be alright or nah?
No, do not engage them if they are behind there. If they are not attacking anyone, that's technically their territory, and there's a bit of a semi-truce going on. Well,
No photography. Got it.
But
we don't want to accidentally aggravate them.
if you wish to go, speak.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, where'd you go? There you are.
Well, boss, I'll catch you later. I'm gonna go buy some gear and that.
Alright. I'm probably gonna have a couple meetings. If you need anything, let me know. Let me know if you need to get me to get any groceries on the way home.
It is confidential stuff
Mm.
relating to you know what.
If you're gonna have that chat, I can piss off. But is there anything you need me to actively work on? I mean,
Keep your eyes and ears open, and we probably will. Once we need to assemble a team, we'll let everyone know.
all right. Well,
If
I'll just
there are any Vex
gather.
sightings anywhere, or if anything happens, let everyone know. It's basically just keeping each other in the loop.
Will do. I'll see what I can do in terms of, let's see, explosive and electric weapons.
hmm If you need help getting your hands on some, let the team know.
Will do. All right. Well, I'll leave you to your devices and talk about other confidential thing. All right. See ya.
Take care. Stay healthy.
Will do.
So, I might know where Order is being held. Order wants me to impress him. I spoke to him last week, and I think I might know where he is, where Cromwell lives. The problem's going to be getting to him, because Order told me that he wants to see me with his own eyes, for lack of a better term. However, he doesn't know where he is, but I have a feeling that he might be within Cromwell's residence. So I'm telling you this. If you would like to assist with accompanying me into this, well, quite frankly, heavily corporate area.
Are you talking you're going as a visitor? Or you're talking you're going but you're not supposed to be going?
As a visitor, I have been welcomed here. I have been forming some good relations with Cromwell, and he sees me as a acquaintance or even friend to some degrees.
I'd be happy to assist. I don't know how he thinks of me. A lot of people know me as very anti-corporate, and I tend to be very mouthy to corporate types, so we'll see. Also, when it comes to anything involving those entities, Mori would also be someone good to loop in on this. A lot of anything involving that's their specialty, so I trust them also with any information you tell me regarding that one. I also trust Mori, just to let you know. If you decide that I am not the best person to go with you, in case you decide that maybe I will not give the best impression, I can still be nearby in case you need a speedy extraction, or just need me nearby for whatever reason.
Understood.
I make good backup.
I
believe Mori's over there, by the way.
Seems Mori's also preoccupied, but Order told me to use whatever resources I have at my disposal, and, well, and also, most importantly, not be seen and do it without causing any violence at all, or very minimal. So if all goes well, my plan is, because Cromwell has invited me over, and I'll be bringing some...
Stepping over the line. Vexes are gonna go crazy.
Why?
I'll give you more details at a later date.
Yes, it seems
And I'll
to.
let you know if I believe you are...
Let me know if I need to get a nice dress for it.
Will do. I'm going to need to get me a good suit for it, so I understand.
I
that
know a couple
feeling.
designers if you need it.
That would be appreciated.
Alright.
Let me go inform Mori.
Oh, they're right there. They're running by. Mori! Mori! I think they're more concerned about the thing. I'll just let them know to talk to you. Mori. Mori. Well, okay. At this point, they're... Hi. If anyone else goes over there, you're good as dead to me.
I'll just message Mori, letting them know.
Hopefully they don't die.
I hope not. Would be a shame.
It's like people are going through to stop the people who have already gone through, making the problem bigger.
I'll keep in touch, Marge. I'll let you know.
Yeah, Sorry, this is escalating.
I know. I have other things I also have to attend to, mostly relating to that.
Where are they? Why are they over there? Why? What are they doing?
Because, I don't know why Ethan went over there. He probably heard something that none of us could hear, but then that thing appeared and picked him up by the throat. So other people ran over, but now they're talking, so we're keeping a close eye on them.
Are you good?
I think I have a cold or something. I've been messing around with bugs from a different dimension. I don't know, dude. Oh.
Do you need, like... Do you want some Dayquil or something?
I have some stuff. Just, we had to change over really quickly. I didn't have time. That's why I was in a fucking onesie.
Fair enough, dude. Go home and rest. There's enough people here that can handle it.
Ah, no, I'm not like dying, dude. It's just a cold. I'll just sneeze.
I just want to know why Mori ran over. I'm just concerned about...
Mori ran over because technically Ethan was getting picked up by what looked like the throat, but I have no idea.
I'm just, I've got just to chill the fuck out and stop
Yeah.
looking over here for
Alright.
5. That's gonna want.
I don't think people standing here might make things worse. So,
No. So I'm
I
just
think,
reporting that
yeah.
Briss is being told to chill.
Yeah.
If you don't know what's going on, back away from the line. The more people, the more agitated someone's gonna get. So, if you don't know, if you're just here to watch what's going on, back away. Because a lot of more people just make everything worse.
Alright, I'm going back into Ron's
You got a cold or something, Gary?
He's got the sniffles.
Yeah.
See, this is why I say I'm a professional bitch.
Dude.
I have a loud, bitchy voice that gets people to go away from me.
I got no roses on my hat. Oh, I'm not doing anything bad. Come on. I'm just coughing and sneezing. Maybe.
That's fine. It's not like you're
Because we can also just make a custom weaponry based on what you want.
She's on the. You've seen the amount of. She's a bit on the line, so to speak. So, if she needs a break, I give her a break.
Just ask her about it for me, and then I'll be able to get you what you need.
I mean, I can message her at any time. I've got her phone number, and also, I mean, she's a part of the Valenti, so.
I just came up because I don't want to be crowding around that area, so. Hi.
We're talking about weaponry, specifically.
Explosives.
Unfortunately, Bucky was our explosives expert, so we'll have to make do.
We can make explosives.
Yeah.
I have weaponsmiths I work with and ammo smiths I work with.
Yeah. My focus is trying to figure out safe way. I hope Mithrax has ways of transporting people and getting people proper gear. I just want to make sure everyone has what they need to go where they need to go safely. We should probably be careful talking any further on the subject. At least out here.
We were just talking about explosives.
True, I do like explosives. Explosives are fun. Explosives are very fun. If you use them too much, it causes problems, but...
Also, electricity can be done. EMPs can be done. So I don't know how that affects X.
Needs further testing.
I heard you can do this in Night City. You think you can just electrify the,
There's gotta be a way. That would probably be... We have enough engineers that they could probably figure it out.
I mean, I'm sure we could. It's the generator system into it.
Yeah, I'm speaking to the people who... I'm speaking two of the people in my life that I trust the most to get shit done. Either through people they know or
We're those
themselves.
bitches. We're those bitches.
You run one gang, I run the other.
We're both practitioners in the bitchcraft.
Would we call it? I don't know if we call it a gang. Feel like a visual.
This is both of us are like, we don't know what we're categorized as. We're just...
Why are you bothering spraying it there? It's right over there.
Yeah, it's really funny.
We're groups that do shady shit because other people didn't do it and it became a problem, so now we have to do it.
We have to take care of it.
We clean up other people's mess.
We're really good janitors.
What I've been doing my entire life.
We're the cleaners of justice.
And then me with Greg. And then I quit. And you also quit.
Yeah.
And now we're doing our own thing.
We've ascended past our roots. We
both have become eldritch monsters.
I feel like when you study enough creepy magics, you're just gonna become some weird creature at some point. That's just what happens.
Well, I look like him.
True. You are the way you are because of him. I'm the way I am because of something else. But either way, we're both creatures that when we run around, if you see us in the dark, we're scary as fuck. Actually, I'm a little less intimidating in the dark.
Creature. When I had that whole the whole pact with the swarm.
I have a lot of strange influences on my bodily shape in my life.
At least he doesn't tell me to kill myself. I think that's an upgrade from the last one.
He used He used to tell me to kill other people because it would be funny. He's really grown.
He's really grown.
He's really grown.
Don't worry about it, flirt.
Someone who grew out of the person they used to be into a better person.
It's kind of nice compared to Swerve I had. I also had a
Though to be fair, they are kind of a prisoner, so I mean, they kind of need us to like them.
Yeah.
It's kind of a.
Baby.
He's a big baby. But he's a helpful baby, and he gets stuff from us, so hopefully he's a little happy.
Hopefully.
He helps me a little bit.
I'm waiting for Mori, because I have to pass a message.
Yeah.
And then
I was also supposed to talk to them.
I got offered a drink by a dwarf that I had a rain check on the way here. So now I have to follow up on that as well.
Oh.
Yep. I'm learning Dwarvish.
Probably just go back to. That's so real of you. What the fuck?
Turns out it's really similar to Norse, so there's actually a lot of similarities. It's very easy to learn.
Mark, you might want to grab like Toronto at some point. He's good with the fabrication of stuff, so like taking him over to the place.
Knowing good engineers is a very important thing in this city.
Yeah, he's good at what he does. Anyway, I gotta go spend some time with my girlfriend. Yeah, I know he is. I'm just saying to make sure that you ask him to task him properly, to focus on this and not just other random stuff. Because hey, it's your facilities for doing that shit. Now, I gotta go find my girlfriend.
Speaking of, we can actually recreate the alchemy solution for the universal dissolvent. We have the machines that are built now. It's been about half a year.
If we can get our hands on some scrap, we might be able to test how it reacts. We'll have to see. I don't want to say anything will or won't, because we just need to test.
I want some scraps from the vets to test on, especially if we want to test magic. It could be good just to have those results.
I need to train.
Do
Practice.
you want to come to the workshop with me?
I might break everything.
But it's a workshop, so you just put it back together, right? That's how that works.
Okay, so basically the workshop is it's an underground bunker. It's got a workshop, it's got living space, it's a safe place. I'm working on a combat area. That's
Would
up
it
to
be
you,
okay
though.
with small explosions?
Yeah, I'm working on making sure it's
Hello.
capable of that. We make that
Have we been properly introduced?
A little bit disappearing here.
Yes.
No. Yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from Rogue.
I heard you were with the Valentis, and I know you're friends with Mori, so I imagine things have just gotten too crazy for us to have been made proper introductions, so once Mori is no longer busy, we can get that conversation done.
It's important that I train.
But hello, I am Marge.
I would like. Hello. Designation is A309.
A309.
They do it on Minecraft server.
As I've heard.
Yeah.
Minecraft's fun. I'm not much of a gamer, but I like Minecraft.
Running in my systems as a stress test.
So I mean, technically, it's a villain.
already did.
What did you do? Well, what happened?
Nothing. So, there's like a mod that adds butterflies. Nathaniel found a brown butterfly. He called it Marge. Took it home.
I didn't even understand a word that guy said.
Stop.
Sup?
I enjoy Minecraft.
If you would like an invite, I am potentially reopening them very soon.
Huh.
As
I'm unfortunately a very busy woman.
appropriately.
I'll just watch Nathiel play.
Yeah.
He needs things to do while I work.
Bullies me.
Walking out.
I would say
I-
you
is-
could also watch me, but I would have to hook myself
That
up
looks
to a
like the
screen.
same thing.
I imagine there's some sort of parlay going on, because the people who are speaking with him don't seem to, okay. Let's not crowd him, guys.
Scared.
scared. I think he's just out of his element.
Hello, designation is A309.
Nice to meet you, A309. I'm Lori. I can provide equipment, explosives, ammo, things like that.
Okay. I
Beep,
can
beep, beep, beep,
provide
beep, beep, beep.
Minecraft and...
Oh yeah, Flurry. Would you be capable of making a nice suit for Finn?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
I can make a suit for anyone.
I know, I just didn't know if you were available for a project or not, so. I'm like, I know designers, I got you. So I figured you're right here, I'll ask.
You will be able to play this time? Feel free to contact me later.
I do not know where our other blue-haired friend went. The tall blue-haired friend. Do you know where the tall blue-haired friend went? Oh, yep, that's them. That's them down there. Okay.
He's not Vex, he's just Vex blocking. He just looks like it.
He's a guardian. Okay. Not one.
If he was a...
Guardians use the enemy
Maury.
hearts as armor. They're like the hunters, like the monster hunters.
That guy told me, that guy in purple told me that he is a
I just need a quick...
guardian.
Don't overthink it.
Finn wants to speak with you at some point, but it doesn't have to be like instant. It's just at some point in the next week.
Jesus fucking Christ. You can't
There we go. That's all I needed to pass on.
Vex guardian and not just a guardian wearing Vex gear, for fuck's sake. I love my job. Fun. Stress.
Communication and clarity. Now I gotta go find a dwarf.
If you'd rather not go through something so heavily populated, then we can take an alternative route.
I think he's been stuck in there for a while, unwillingly.
He is not a Vex. Do not attack him.
He's a guardian, like I said.
Yeah.
Just wearing probably made armor out of it.
You can calm down. Doing alright? Yeah.
Situation, but not like at all.
Yeah, none of us are happy about it. But the blue guy is not a Vex. He's not a threat.
What?
Apparently.
Where you come from Portal then?
Apparently he was imprisoned by them, but I don't know much, but... Do not shoot him.
What the...
I think they're gonna handle it. I think we'll hear the story, but I think right now they're handling whatever's going on immediately. The rest of us will hear what's going on, but he's not an immediate threat. And I think they're trying to find a way around here that doesn't bring him through a populated area. If he was a prisoner or something, then he's probably a little overwhelmed and jumpy. So we'll hear about it, but it's not an immediate concern, I think, so. He's not attacking us. I'll take it. If someone's not actively attacking me, I'm gonna take that as a win for the day.
Honestly, yeah.
Could happen more often.
I'm gonna leave them there, and I'm just gonna spend the time cuddling the shit out of my woman.
Bro, that's gay.
I especially feel she cheers me up to no end, and at this point in time, that is what I...
I don't see the dwarf around, so...
Someone just curled up in the boots. I don't know what to expect.
Do you want me to check your... Do you need me to check your car?
Please
no,
do.
What?
Do it. Do it.
You just said someone curled up in your boot. Like, do you want me to see what's in there?
You know what? Just double check that chunk monkey hasn't crawled in there.
Someone in there?
You know, you can actually.
I don't see anything. Oh, can I?
No, you can actually. Yeah.
What do I? How do I? Just grab it.
The middle. There you go.
Nah, there's nothing there. So.
Okay, awesome.
It's either invisible or not there.
Cold wind grazed my neck.
What do you mean invisible? Are you telling me that I have it invisible?
Well, I didn't see anything, so either it's not there or it's invisible, in which I can't really do much to detect if it's invisible.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, wow. Long meeting. I hunger. Is there somewhere?
My bad.
Meat being
I'm still
broadcast.
streaming it.